Yo, what is up guys? I just got 3 packages in there, 3 pairs of sneakers that I've been really looking forward to that I just picked up from StockX. And in today's video, I'm doing a good old-fashioned unboxing. 2 out of the 3 pairs of sneakers I think sold out pretty quickly, at least when they first released. I know one of them was an instant sellout. The other one doesn't release till later on in the month, so I might actually do a full review on that shoe. Let me know in the comment section down below when you see it if you want a full review. But either way, I'm really excited about a lot of these pickups. They're pairs that I've been, honestly, like, they've not been on the very top of my hit list, but they've been on the hit list to a point where, like, now that things have slowed down a little bit in terms of sneaker releases, I felt like it would be a good time to grab them and kind of just enjoy them. So that's what I'm doing. So I've got 3 pairs here that I'm really excited about, and we are gonna open them all up. But first, before we do that, I wanna show you guys some other pairs that I picked up that I haven't been able to throw in other videos. The first of which is this. This is the Nike Ja 3. This is Ja Morant's latest sneaker. I actually have not looked at these yet. I pulled them out of the Nike box, saw what they were, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait until I can actually sit down and film a video. So here we go. My first impressions of the brand new Ja Morant 3s. The box is cool. Reminds me of, what, like He-Man or something? I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of cartoons growing up. I only had PBS, basically. So I watched cartoons, but it was like, it's educational cartoons, so, you know, it is what it is. But the box is kind of cool. Popping the top, let's see. Let's see. These are crazy. These are crazy. Now, I've been seeing a lot of hype about these shoes being like the sneaker of the year or the craziest new release from Nike. And while yes, they are different, and I honestly do kind of like them. Is it a casual wear for me? Probably not. Oh, there's a sticker in here too. It's a Ja sticker. There you go, oh my goodness. Okay, looks like you get a second set of laces inside at least one of the shoes. It's a blue set or like a teal set if you want to switch that out. I think the shoe is already pretty wild looking, so if I do end up keeping them, I probably won't switch out the laces, but kind of crazy. They've got this a TPU like texture all around the outside. It's also Ja's logo, which is kind of cool, if you can see that. But yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a scratch along the side of the shoe. I guess a grizzly scratch. See what I did there? That was so stupid. It's kind of, maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. Also getting over a cough, so if I cough like a 50-year-old smoker, that's why. But either way, really interesting shoe. It's very different. I like how they sort of spray painted the A on the side and the Nike logo is the J. It's not my favorite detail in the world, but it's very unique. I saw some talk on Twitter. I don't know who it was. I'm sure it was like a tweet that was just circulating saying, I would never wear another man's name on my shoes. But like you do. If you wear any Jordans, you're literally doing that. Like maybe it doesn't, I mean, most Jordans say Jordan on them. So having Ja on the side of your shoe, while yes, it's a bit more out there than some of the other Jordans, it's the same thing. But on the back, you've got 12, and then of course Ja's logo right there. It's cool, it's different. It's definitely for most likely a younger audience than myself, a 33-year-old, but still, very cool pair of shoes. Priced well, I think at like $130, so a reasonably priced pair of shoes, and I'm really interested to see how this does, like how popular the shoe is gonna be. I know this first colorway completely sold out, but we'll have to wait and see when more colorways drop. Definitely one of the most unique pairs of Nike sneakers that's dropped in a very long time. Actually, scratch that, the next pair of shoes might be the most unique pair of Nike sneakers that's dropped in a very long time, and that's because we've got the Nike Air Max 1000s in black and Volt. Now, I actually already dropped a full review on this shoe. It was the last video I dropped, so you guys might have already seen it, but this shoe is crazy. It's fully 3D printed except for the air unit. It's manufactured by a company called Zellerfeld, who also is making our upcoming, the Apothecary Mule, which I've talked about a bunch. The shoe drops on August 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern time at apothecary.com and on Zellerfeld's website. It's extremely limited, so make sure to be there right when it drops at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's also dropping in store at Takeout NY. It's gonna be like a launch event on August 30th, the next day, the Saturday. So make sure to come through if you're in New York or if you're in the Bronx. I'd love to meet you guys, say what's up, and then have you grab a pair of my fully 3D printed pair of shoes, which is dropping, again, August 29th online and then August 30th in store. It's gonna be a crazy event. But manufactured by the same people. I know that was like more of a promo than anything else, but it's manufactured by the same people. I think my shoe's more comfortable because you don't have the air unit. The air unit's kind of stiff, so my shoe's kind of crazy soft, so check this one out. $150 also is the price point. I just have so much to say about that shoe. But either way, this new Nike sneaker drops on August, I believe 19th for $180, and it's cool. It's very, very different. I have the all red pair that never actually had a full retail release that dropped, I think, at ComplexCon last year in like November. I had to buy this for resale, but this one, Zellerfeld was nice enough to send my way, so thank you so much, Zellerfeld. Really appreciate it. This shoe is really crazy. Check it out. Check out the review if you haven't yet, and of course, check out the upcoming Apothecary shoe, which is very dirty because I've worn this pair like for almost 9 months at this point. There's one more shoe I want to show you guys before we move on. Let me see if I can find it. This is a pair sent over by the one and only John Geiger. Huge shout out to John Geiger. Thank you so much for the pair. It says Seth Fowler. I believe it is a sample pair. Shout out to John Geiger. This pair is also going to make a debut in a different video, so you guys are getting an early look at this pair. First off, you've got the dust bag right here, John Geiger 004. Very cool. And then of course, the sneakers themselves. Look at these. Woo! These are crazy. The John Geiger 004 is such a cool pair of sneakers. It's so different, and it's actually really comfortable. You've got this very nice foam midsole. Kind of looks like Boost a little bit, but it's actually, I'd say it's a bit stiffer than Boost, but it's still very soft underfoot. You've got this sort of like textile mesh upper with this printed almost honeycomb pattern, and then reds and oranges and yellows that just tie this look together. I actually have like 3 pairs of John Geiger 004s. This is my 3rd pair, and I love it. It's a really, really clean and different pair of shoes. It's awesome. I really like it. John Geiger is absolutely killing it. Shout out to John Geiger. Maybe a guest on the podcast sometime soon, hopefully. Super fire pair of shoes. I'll throw up some on-foot shots because I did try these on already, and they feel great. All right, with all of the shoes that I've already opened out of the way, let's dive into some pairs that I haven't opened yet, which of course you guys can grab through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen, through places like StockX. Same thing with these shoes. I think almost all of them are available on StockX, and if you want to grab them, check them out over there. Maybe the Apothecary Mule will be available on StockX once it releases. I don't know. Apothecary socks are on StockX. Apothecary hats are on StockX. If you're looking for like any of the Pretty Much Broke hats that are in different colors, they're available on StockX, so check them out over there. But with that being said, why don't we dive into these 3 packages? Let's start things off with, I guess this one. Let's pop this box open. I know what the 3 shoes are, I just don't know what order they're coming in, so I'm not sure exactly which one this is. I'm just grabbing it based on the fact that it looks like it's the smallest box. And it is, oh, all right. Here we go. So this is a pair of shoes that I've actually already done a full review on, but I ended up getting rid of it because I thought once it actually released, the price would drop, and the price literally just kept going up. I just made a huge mistake, and I finally rectified that mistake by grabbing a pair once again. So as you can tell, probably from the box, this is the recently, not even recently, like maybe, I don't know, like 4 months ago, maybe longer than that. This is the Nike Air Max 95 Big Bubble in neon. It's a pair that I've already done a full review, again, links at the top of the screen. But a pair that has ended up being one of the most popular sneakers of the year. Oh my gosh. Man, it's crazy. Like when I first got these, I was really excited about them, and I planned on keeping them. Well, I think I bought them for more than I actually still bought them for here. I think I bought them for like realistically like $450, $500 early. I don't remember where I bought them from. But then I thought the price would drop to like retail because you know it's an Air Max, and Air Maxes aren't as hot as we thought that they would be. But for some reason, the Air Max 95s are just killing it this year. And the Big Bubble version, especially in this OG colorway, is blowing up. So because of that, I had to grab these for less than I bought them for originally, but more than I wanted to pay for them because the price just keeps going up and up and up. And I figured better to pull the trigger now than to grab them later. So here they are, the Air Max 95s. I'll throw up some on-foot footage of me rocking these shoes back when I first reviewed them. I'm also gonna do like some on-body fits. If you guys are interested in that, trying these on with some different outfits that I'm rocking. So let me know in the comments if you're feeling the vibes. If not, hey, I get it. I totally get it. I'm trying something different for the channel, guys. Let me know if it's something you guys are interested in, or if you literally don't care. If you just want the sneakers, you just want the sneakers. I get that. But here's another look from the other side of the pair. Now, one of the big details that people really love about this shoe, and I think it's the main selling point of this particular re-release, this 2025 re-release, is the large bubble, or the big bubble. Now, it is larger than a standard Air Max 95, and it also features the seam through the center, which they actually got rid of. I say it in the review, I just can't remember it off the top of my head, but they got rid of this seam because I think, for whatever reason, back in the day when these released, the seam would like pop over time, like it was a fault point on the shoe. So they got rid of it, but on this new release, they must have fixed the problem and they brought it back. Very, very, very cool. Love the way this sneaker looks. Very clean. Also sort of a bulky look, which I really like bulky sneakers at the moment. I'm feeling the bulk. And of course, it's the Air Max 95 in the neon colorway. Like, it's hard to beat this shoe. It really is. Let me know if you guys grabbed a pair of these in the comment section down below. Is this a pair that's been on your radar, that you don't care about, that you want? I also forgot that on the bottom, they say like what the PSI is in the air bubble. It says, oh, it changes based on which part of the air bubble. Okay, so the front air bubble's 20 PSI, these side air bubbles 25 PSI, and then the back air bubble 5 PSI. That's really cool. I forgot that they called that out. And also, of course, you got the gradient on this sort of a faux suede on the side. It's kind of like, almost like a felt feeling material. It's not the nicest feeling material, but it's more of like a tech material than anything else. Now, let's move on to the next pair of sneakers. Okay, so this pair is, well, it could be one of the two that are left. Oh, I do know what this is. Let's go. Oh man, I was really excited about this release. So this is a release that I really wanted, but I missed out on because I haven't been up to date on Kith releases. So when I found out what it was, I checked the website, and of course they were sold out. This is the new Kith New Balance collaboration. I think new as of July is when this shoe released. The box is kind of crazy. I'm like hitting the camera lens with the light. It says Kith New Balance. This is a size 9, good, and it doesn't say the exact name of the model. Oh, it does, 204L. New Balance 204L, Kith. I forget the color that I got. I think I know which one it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Ah, there we go. The bright orange colorway. I don't remember the name of this colorway. But this pair, talk about that like low profile racing shoe inspired vibe. So This sort of trend of super low profile, almost 70s inspired runners is really, really big right now. And it's starting to hit like lifestyle sneakers really hard. Like people are really rocking these. They're rocking the Puma Speed Cats a lot. But this shoe in particular, this Kith collaboration, is just like a really bright take on a silhouette that's already very popular from New Balance, the 204L. This is not a legacy sneaker. I think it's just inspired by 70s running sneakers from New Balance. And again, also like racing shoes that are very low profile. I think the Puma Speed Cat is legitimately based off of a racing sneaker. This is more of just a low profile runner. But either way, this style is super in right now. I'm definitely gonna switch out the laces to the cream laces. Look at that, these cream laces are fire. So the materials used on this shoe look pretty great. You've got this sort of orange mesh. You've got some seemingly decent suedes in the overlays, some synthetic leathers. Of course, you've got the cream laces tied to the top of the shoe, which I'm definitely switching out. The outsole, black with a hit of light orange. And the colorway, I just really like it a lot. There was 3 colors that dropped, a pink one, a tealish green one, and then the orange one. I'll be honest with you, none of them were like exactly what I was looking for, but I felt like the orange one was the one that I'd wear the most. It kind of reminds me of the Salehi Bembry New Balances that dropped a while back. It's a color that I'll wear more than like the pink or the green, so that's what I went with. They're all clean. And if you want a more neutral colorway, New Balance is dropping more neutral colorways, and again, they're available through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen. Not to keep pushing that link, but you know, it's an affiliate link. It helps out the channel, but also you can grab a pair of sneakers that you like. So retail on these was I think $130, and then resale wasn't that much more. I think I grabbed these for like $2 something. It might have been like $220 at the time of grabbing these. And after fees, of course, it's probably closer to $240. But resale is not terrible. I mean, it's still like $100 over what the shoes retailed for, but compared to other sneakers, I think the price is worth it. And honestly, I'd probably pay like $180, $200 for these retail, so can't be too mad at it. But let me know what you guys think of the shoe in the comment section down below. Also, what do you think about this low profile trend that's popping right now? Like, are you guys feeling that? Is that something you guys are liking? Also, this shoe looks so narrow, really narrow. Here, let me throw one on really quick. I want to see how it fits. Yeah, they're definitely narrower. Like, they're definitely a narrower shoe. But man, they look good, dude. I'm feeling these on feet. I really want to switch out the laces though, but I'll do that after I film all the B-roll and stuff. I mess with these heavy. Kith once again, another banger. All right, with that being said, on to the next shoe. So this is the third and final pair of shoes. This is the early one. We got kind of lucky. Actually, this shoe came in like 2 days after the other shoes. So I don't know if that meant anything, but because it's an early pair, it probably took a little bit longer to come in. To be fair, it did have a release already at skate shops, but it has not yet released on the sneakers app. Here is the shoes. Inside the box, Nike SB. I've seen a couple videos on these already, so maybe I won't do a full review. Let me know again in the comment section if you guys want a full review. Kind of heavy. This is the Nike SB Air Max 95 Summit White Cactus Flower. I guess just the cactus flower colorway. So without further ado, I guess I have seen these in person. It was on foot at SneakerCon, so I've seen these before, but I've never seen them in hand, brand new, DS. There's something to be said for that. There's always this incredible feeling that you get when you unbox a pair of sneakers. So here we go. Of course, you got the Nike SB wood grain paper. And there are the shoes themselves. Look at these. Look at these Johns, as they say in Philly. I didn't say it right. I'm not from Philly, I'm from Baltimore. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been trying to like take on some of the Philly Philliness. I got my Phillies hat on. I'm not really a baseball fan. I went to a Phillies-Orioles game recently, and I didn't know who to cheer for. I don't know. I guess I'm more a Phillies fan than an Orioles fan, but either way. Realistically, and you guys know this if you watch the channel, it goes Ravens, it goes Sixers, and then just every other sport. Flyers are fine, Phillies are fine, Orioles are fine. Wizards, we're good on. We don't need those. Washington Commanders, nah, we're good on those. I guess Eagles, I'm like partial to the Eagles. I'm happy they won the Super Bowl. Would I have rather the Ravens win the Super Bowl? Of course. These unboxings get a little unhinged because I have no like script, I have no plan, I'm just going for an unboxing. But here you go, the Nike SB Air Max 95s in the cactus flower colorway. What does Mike Rich say? Mike Rich always gives us a good one. Looking cleansed. Shout out to Mike Rich. Looking cleansed. I don't know what I can say. They look great. They look really, really good. Now, these are not the big bubble variant. I wasn't sure if they would be or not. When you see them side by side to the actual big bubble, you can see the difference in the air bubble size. I wouldn't say it's like incredibly dramatic, but it is very noticeable, especially on the back of the shoe right there. There's also no seam down the middle. But what I will say is that it looks like they have, I really don't know if they did that much. I mean, the materials are not even that different actually, because you got the mesh at the top. You've got, I guess these aren't suedes. Ooh, it's got multiple different materials here. So you've got like a synthetic leather towards the top, you've got a suede in the middle, and then like more of a nubuck towards the bottom. The materials do feel a lot nicer on this shoe than on this shoe. I'll be honest with you. Colorway wise, I still think I prefer these, but these, very, very clean. Now, you do have a gum bottom, which I like. A reflective heel tab, which I think this heel tab is also reflective. Let's see, is the insole any different? Did they add like an air unit in the insole or something? The insole, like the foam is a little softer. I can't pull it out because it's like glued down. No, there it is. Got it. There's no air unit in there like a pair of Nike SB Dunks. I've heard that they have changed up the midsole a little bit, but until I try, let me try this shoe on really quick. Until I try it on, I don't know how different it's gonna feel. Also, like I'm comparing it against the Big Bubbles, so that's probably not a fair comparison because I would say the Big Bubbles are a bit more comfortable underfoot than like a standard pair of 95s just because they've got the bigger bubble. Fit-wise, true to size is the move, absolutely. They don't look as chunky, weirdly enough, as the Big Bubble from the top. And they feel very, very similar on foot. There's like really not much difference. I'm gonna have to wear these around for a bit to really find out how they feel. But honestly, overall, very, very similar vibe. Very similar feel on foot. I think colorway wise though, I do like the neons because of the fact that they are the OG colorway, but this cactus flower colorway is different and it's incredibly clean. So, okay, out of the 3 shoes that we picked up, obviously we've got the other pairs that I showed you guys. Again, we got these guys right here. Get a new pair into dropping a review soon, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Out of the 3 pairs that we got that were new in today's video that I grabbed from StockX, which one is your guys' favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. We've got the Neon OG Big Bubble 95s. We've got the Kith New Balance 204Ls, and then of course we've got the Nike SB 95s and Cactus Flower. It's a tough choice for me. And these are all shoes that I really wanted, but like none of them were like grail sneakers. You know what I mean? They're still relatively hype shoes, but this isn't like an unboxing where I've got like the craziest like new early sneaker, like the Undefeateds or the now delayed Off-White Air Jordan 1 Alaskas. Like it's not like that kind of unboxing. So I don't know, I'm just really feeling these for fall. I feel like all these shoes are great fall sneakers, and that's sort of the way that I'm starting to like grab clothes for and dress like now, as you can see with my flannel. Although it's still hot outside, it's very cold in the studio. See, like I said, I get off track when I'm doing unboxing videos. Shout out the podcast, the Shoes Off Podcast. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We've got some big guests coming. Oh my gosh, some huge guests coming, so stay tuned. I really shouldn't say this because like it's planned and it's confirmed, but like you never know. Let's just say, let me rhyme. Seth Maple, Mahehi Wembury, Don Iger. There you go. Possible guests coming up on the podcast soon. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. We just had Andrew Fung from the Fung Bros on there. We had Corset Kais on there, which, I could do a whole video on what happened with like the video that I posted on my channel about the Kais podcast. I like titled it Sneakers Are Dead, which is not even something we really talked about in the podcast. I'll be honest with you, I was trying something different. I was trying a different title and thumbnail scheme. And apparently everyone who watched that video didn't actually watch it and just commented on the title. And that's fair. That was on me. That's on me. I take responsibility for that. I tried to clickbait a little bit and it bit me in the butt. And I apologize if I clickbaited you guys. That was not, that was the intention for that video, but I don't generally, I'm digging myself into a hole here. Seriously, check out the podcast, the Shoes Off Podcast, linked in the description below. Grab any of the shoes that I picked up in today's video through the YouTube shopping tab. Check out the upcoming Apothecary Mule drop happening August 29th. It comes in 5 different colorways: black, oat, orange, blue, and red. All of the colorways are incredibly limited, with the brighter colorways being like stupid limited, and the black colorway and the oak colorway being less limited, but still very limited. The reason for that is because we don't know what the demand's gonna be like, and we're only able to allocate like a certain number of 3D printers, so we're putting out as many as we can, and it's not a lot. So if you wanna grab a pair of these, please be on the website, 11 a.m. Eastern time, apothecary.com, August 29th. Also zellerfeld.com, you can grab them as well. And then if you're in New York, stop by Takeout NY on the 30th, because we're dropping a size run, I think, or maybe 2 size runs in store there. So please stop by, say what's up, and grab some shoes. Support the brand. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support of the channel. You guys are amazing. Even if you don't want to drop any money on shoes, just hit subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd really appreciate that. With this incredibly long outro out of the way, thank you guys for all the support, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.